What's going on, everybody? I'm the mechanic and you're watching Test Driver RC. We are back and finally getting over this little bit of cold that we've had going on, charging up a battery, and we're ready to take out this guy. Yep, got the rear end of a TT02B and the front end of a standard TT02. Knobby tires up there, paddle tires in the back. I'm thinking of maybe not the beach, but I want to hit the park. I want to see how much traction these things get. And I am using a brushed motor. So this is going to be the Arma 12 turn brushed motor, brushed ESC, and just a standard servo. With the 2S Lipo, I'm pretty sure this thing is going to haul, guys. I want to see the kind of traction I get. Might be able to bust a wheelie, but this is going to be our new budget build. Let's see what it can do. Come on. So close. So close. Kind of want to do a time lapse for this very last bit. You guys are probably noticing that the amps are dropping right here. And the reason for that is because we're doing a 2S Lipo. It's doing a trickle charge at the very end. It doesn't want to shove too much energy at the very last bit. So it's going to slow it down and make sure it tops them off all the way. So I want this to be my new experiment for the next, I don't know, a few episodes or so. See if I can make this thing go as fast as I can, as high as I can. I don't know. We'll figure it out once we start getting out on the field. But I know for sure I'm going to start off with nickel metal hydrate. So a 7.2 volt nickel metal hydrate is going to give us, I don't know, a certain amount of speed. I say 18 miles an hour to 20. Not too much. Then we're going to bump it up to the 2S Lipo. With that, I think we'll be able to make it up to 23 to 25. It's not going to kick it up too much. But I know that that brushed motor and that ESC can handle it for sure. Our ultimate goal, guys, we're trying to get to 3S. And not just any 3S, but this is a 3S with 120C discharge rating. Yeah. So this is going to be shooting a bunch of energy into this car. I'm pretty sure that motor can't keep up and that ESC cannot keep up. So we might be expecting a little bit of smoke, but I gotta get this car to be able to handle this battery. Let's make it happen. Alright, so I made it to the first location. I'm headed over to the field right now. Got the car ready, and let's put it down. So we're running on nickel metal hydrate right now, and it's on 50% throttle. Woo! This thing has a good amount of traction. It doesn't want to drop any dust anywhere. That's funny. Those turns are nice and controlled. Look at that. Controlled. I like it. Ooh. Now, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'm holding this trigger down right now. Oh. And that just happened. Uh-oh. There's no way the battery died on me and we didn't even get there yet. Come on. Wow, there's no way. Oh, okay. 1750. Alright, there's a way. Time to throw in the next one. 2S Lipo it is. Uh-oh. We might have killed something already. This is not cool. Come on, guys. Really? Let's turn this off. Back on. On. Is anything talking to anything? Alright, so quick troubleshoot. You're not gonna like this. Turning on the car, and the car recognizes the battery, right? But since it's a 2-in-1 ESC, it doesn't want to talk to my transmitter. It's searching. This is on. It's not finding it. Oh no. Alright. So, let's try this one more time. See if we can reset this thing. Turn it on. Alright. Alright, I guess we just needed to reset the transmitter. And we're still not good to go. Got it. All right, looks like we might have burnt out that ESC already with the nickel metal hydrate battery. So, kind of goes to show you, we're gonna upgrade instantly. We're going brushless, guys. All right, so we're back on the bench. We have the transmitter on. Wait, I had this on. Okay, transmitter's on, and car is now on. All right, you should be able to find this. Why aren't you finding my transmitter? Something's going on here. This light is getting dimmer and dimmer. Ooh, I think we found our issue, guys. This thing is dead. Duracell, 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 China. Okay, old battery's out, new battery's in. Let's turn this thing on. Oh man, that is bright. Turn this thing on. Right away. Looks like we're back in business, guys. Take extra double A's when you're out on the field. Okay, so we made it back on location. Let's turn this thing on. Let's turn our vehicle on. Oh yes, nice and happy. So, we're at the baseball field, but it looks like they combed this thing nicely. So I'm gonna try and be as kind as I can and take my business to the grass. All right, 50% throttle, nickel metal hydrate, and it's not very exciting. I think this is what I'm gonna use to fix the trim and stuff like that. Okay, that's just slow. I'm skipping 75, I'm going straight to 100. Nickel metal hydrate. All right, guys. That's a little better. So the turns are like right away. There's no second guessing it, no drifting. It just turns and it does what you want it to do. So I think, whoa, this little car on nickel metal, come on. Nickel metal hydrate is pretty cool actually. Having a lot of fun to it. It's sticking to the ground, you know? Now speed wise, let's give it a top speed run. I gotta say, it goes maybe 15, 18 miles an hour, guys. I wouldn't even give it that much, but it's zippy, you know? It does what you want it to do. You want it to go right, it'll go right instantly. There's no drifting about it. So, I like it. Nickel metal hydrate, man. This thing, I didn't think it was gonna be this much fun on this battery. It kind of is, you know? Gotta remember, this is data. This is for data. This is for science, guys. All right. Look at that. Now, it's not really tearing up the grass too much, but I mean, there's really not much power behind it. It's slowing down a bit, and we're slowing down a bit, and I think that's the end of it. Yep. I'm not happy. All right, so cracking this thing open. Got a little bit of grass in there, not too much. So it's a little warm too. I will say a fan might be a good idea. We do need some airflow going on in here. This ESC is pretty hot and this thing is pretty warm to the touch too. So let's give it a second and then let's throw in the 2S Lipo. All right, so I gave the car a little bit of time to breathe and I tossed in the 2S Lipo. We're turning it down to 50% throttle and let's start ramping it up. All right, so 2S, 50%. I gotta say it's a step down from nickel metal hydrate 100%. All right, let's bump it up to 75 and see what it could do. 75. There we go. Ooh, got a little bit of three-wheel action going on. Wow, did you see that? It like yanks. You want it to go right, it just does it. Oh, wait, that was left. Look at that. I love it. It's a good one. So this is where it starts to tip a little bit, just a hair. If you want to do a sharp turn, oh man, it gripped right there. Ooh, okay, I had to take a break. This thing is super warm to the touch, and so is this guy. So I'm gonna unplug this battery, give this guy a second to think about what he's done, and we'll get back to it. All right, I think that's enough time. All right, so I gave it a few minutes, kicked it back on, and we're going straight to 100%. Woohoo! Now that's fun. Right away, we're at gear grinding. This is fun. This is the speed I was looking forward to. Now we're getting into the 20s, I think. Ooh, you hear that? Okay, we found the limit to the gears. Now we're at a 2S Lipo, 100% throttle. And this thing sticks to the ground, man. It's fun. Now I'm guessing the reason the gears are grinding is because of those paddle tires. They're giving so much traction that it just doesn't have time to peel out or nothing. There is no donut at all with this. It's just get up and go. Uh-oh. Looks like we might have met the cutoff for the heat too. This thing did a shutoff for the temperature. So we absolutely need to get some airflow going on in there, guys. We need a fan. We didn't even get to the 3S. Well, this is what testing is for. All right, so instantly bringing this thing back to the bench. Let's do a little test. And I was right. There's a heat cutoff with this. So once this reaches a certain temperature, guys, it's not going to want to cooperate anymore. And the car is not performing bad at all. Everything did everything it could, you know? It worked perfectly. There's just not enough power behind this ESC to transfer that much energy from this massive 2S battery, let alone the 3S. Nickel metal hydrate, no problem. And guys, make sure you get your AA's. That was a dumb problem, but lesson learned. Well, I know what the next step is. Brushless, and hopefully we get just a little bit closer to this 3S Lipo. Guys, let me put a little bit of work to this thing, and I'll see you in a few days.